Hi, everyone. It's Athena, and welcome back. Okay, and thank you. Thank you to each and every one of you. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Okay, it's the 23rd of November, 2020, right? It's Monday. So, let's not say, oh, dragging our feet Monday. Let's put on some music and say, hey, it's a new day. Thank God. All right, I'm healthy, I'm happy. Let's see what the universe has to say for the collective. Okay, what are the messages? I do have to say that, and I do recommend this highly. I have been trimming away hours of what I used to be constantly on different platforms, and I thought to myself, I don't know, it's been about a month, I'd say, maybe less, where I'm just not on social media like I used to be, and I'm enjoying it. So this isn't to say that you want to do that, but there is a reason why we're all on social media, right? Are we filling a void? What is the void that we're filling that we need to use up so much of our time? I mean, really and truly, I think it hits you when you look at the stats, and you're like, oh my God, I was on there for that long, So I have chosen, it's my choice, to not be on social media and not give that energy, and instead utilize my energy for creative things, projects, and my other job of creating what I'm creating here. So there's other things that we can clearly put our time and energy into. So just think about it. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so we have the moon. Look how beautiful. The next full moon is the 30th of November, actually. And this moon looks quite, not only like it's a huge moon here. It is Cancer. We also have on one side of this depiction, which we've never talked about it, there are two wolves, actually, right? The wolves. And one wolf is howling and the other is not, right? So what do we think about that? I personally think that someone's going to be triggered and the other isn't. And how do you react to that? Right? Look, someone is expressing themselves. So there may be, right? Look at that. The crow just started. Okay. There may be someone really expressing themselves and their heartfelt feelings to another. Look at, she's really expressing herself to that person, right? So heartfelt expression of feelings, for sure. Coming in fast. Whoa, look at that. Look at that. Charging in. We have the otter and we have the quail and the duck. I think that's a quail, actually. Yeah. In any event, they're charging in. Someone's made a decision. Okay, so that's what it is. Expression, heartfelt expression of love coming in quick. Why do I say love? Because he's holding a cup. Heartfelt expressions of love coming in. I made my final decision, I'm just going for it. I'm charging in. I'm going to say what I need to say, right? That song. Say what you need to say. Because we want to manifest a connection, a true connection, right? It's, again, the full moon. The full moon is going to be a significant time for many who are relating to this. It's not going to be for all, but this doesn't necessarily, this expression, heartfelt expression, could clearly be, someone just expressing their feelings, how they feel about whom they love. It's about, it could be directed toward you, or it could be directed at you about someone else. Someone may be saying, this could be talking to a friend in need. Someone could be expressing their heartfelt love to a friend in need of whom they love, right? It could be directed directly to that person, but it could be also an indirect communication of coming out with how someone feels, right? Because of this. Going through this is very painful. And it's reversed because we're trying to heal. We're trying to get over it, right? And that's probably why this person needs to express their feelings of, of how, and it could be to a BFF. I mean, seriously, you know what I mean? You could just be expressing the ending of something. Someone could be talking about and expressing their heartfelt love to a friend who is hurt and trying to heal from an ending. It could be also a near-death experience. No kidding, near-death experience. Absolutely. Someone could have had a near-death experience and they're talking about it, or they're documenting it. It could be a documentary. It just came to me. So, and that would be very interesting. And I know they're out there, but each experience is their own experience, Okay, a mother figure here, right? This is Mother Earth. This is where we reside. We all live on Mother Earth, right? Again, more animals, of course. So Mother Nature is wielding this person who has gone through this, and it could have been, and truly, near-death experience, seeing their mother, seeing their grandmother. I feel it's more mother, though. I do. Maybe someone lost their mother and or maybe they almost lost their mother. It was a near-death experience. I feel that so much right here. And someone's talking about it. Someone's talking about how they were enlightened, right? They were enlightened. What they saw. This could be, if it's not a documentary, it could be literally someone who's talking about how they almost died. Seriously. I mean, it could have been through, I don't see any swords, so I don't feel it's heart attack driven, but someone had a near-death experience and wants to share with you or with others who have gone through the same thing. There's the swords, right? So someone felt literally a near-death experience. Look at that. Look at these swords, you guys. And they survived. Someone has survived. Okay, if it's not, it's not going to be everyone near death, but it is someone that was feeling completely encapsulated by their own prison, right? Being imprisoned by choice. How does that even work, right? How does anyone really get imprisoned? Well, a lot of people in marriages feel that they're imprisoned because it's not necessarily, and I'm going to say it, it's not necessarily the natural order of Mother Earth to be tied up and bound by anything. By anything. And I'm serious too. I am. Because the natural order, when someone is, let's just say, you have someone who's in love and is expressing their heartfelt love to another, that doesn't mean caging them up. That doesn't mean having to put a ring on it just because society says it's, the way to go. That American dream is man-made. Because truly, a life that is allowed to be free and not encaged, just like animals. Exactly. Just like the animals. They all want to be free here. And love does not. That's just something people said society. Excuse me. It must be true. Society has you thinking, right? Society has you thinking that American dream. But this is about true love is when two people can literally express their love to one another without being encaged, without feeling like they're stuck or suffering in any manner. That's true love. And that's what this is about. Either someone is expressing how they've been released from a feeling of being bound to someone else just because society deemed it necessary, or someone is professing the fact that they had a near-death experience, or this discussion is about the fact that we don't need to be in cages. We need to be free. This is freedom. To love is to be free, just like every animal. Every animal. We too are animals. So someone realizes that, wow, I don't need, this is freedom. It doesn't look like it, but it is. The happiest people are the ones that are beating to their own drum. They're not abiding by the man-made laws of, what life, what is this? Bound by your own man-made prison, being imprisoned. And finally, if this is you and some ending has happened, it was not meant to put you in a prison. It was meant for you to be free, to express who you are. That's what love is. Love is the full expression of freedom. So that is what's happening here under the full moon. Look. Three times. 3 significant. 3 times the third of the month. 3 is a charm. 3 times a charm. This looks like a charm, actually, that Mother Earth is, looks like, right? The charm, the freedom. Yeah. Love is the freedom. And to finally realize that you don't need to be caged up. And this is the process of realizing it. To have experienced both, one side and the other, and in the middle, charging forward to a place that gives you that freedom. Finally. To finally be free. To be released. Literally. To be released. From the chains that you have put yourself in. From the patterns and belief systems that you have placed yourself under the horizon, right? Remember? And above the horizon is true freedom. Infinity. Infinite freedom. So under the next full moon, which is the end of the month, November 30th, someone has been released. It could be someone being released from prison. It could be, right? But I feel with the storyline here, it is someone professing their love to love is about the freedom to love the way that they want and not being caged up and tied up in an unwanted illusion of being stuck in anything. Because that's not what freedom is, not to be bound or to be told, even more so, right, with these swords. To even be told what you're supposed to think and feel, right? Thinking, feeling. About the love that you see as infinite. About the love that you see as freedom reigns. And about the love that should naturally come to those who express it from their heart. That's the love that people are coming to the realization above the horizon. They start to see the light of the moon reflecting back at you. And what is it reflecting? And this is what it's reflecting. Okay, bottom of the deck. Freedom reigns. It is about a new start, a new life, a new beginning that starts with freedom. True freedom is the wisdom to know the difference of what you can do and what you were told to do and or think. Freedom. Freedom to love the way that you choose to love, not the way that has been imprisoned in our heads, in our mindset of what it feels like. No one can tell you what to feel like, and no one can tell you what you should believe in. Those should come from your own heart, and that's what this is. This is the freedom to love the way you want, in the way you want, how you want, and whom you choose to love. Not to be told by society what society is placing upon you. Because here's what society has you to think, no longer. You have freed yourself from the chains that bind you, insofar as what it is that the world says, the yin and the yang, the balancing of your life. The balancing of your life comes when you are free to choose and be truly who you want to be in love. What does that represent to you? That's what this is about. And this love is truly free, right? Someone probably has gone through, obviously I could say just like the normal reading that, obviously someone's been released from their marriage and or imprisoned home of, they had to get out of something that was causing them heartbreak, and something ended in order for something new to begin. Clearly, that's the easy reading. The readings that I do are about how this is going to implicate your spiritual mind, body, soul. And that is a reading that requires us to look at a higher level of thinking, perspective. What we see here is the freedom to choose who you want to love, how you want to love, who you want to be with, not tying someone up or putting them in some sort of illusionary prison for the sake of saying that you have someone. Right? Let's take one card from the Oracle, the Faded Oracle, to close up this reading. Think about it. That's all. Think about what you define love to be for you in your life. Patience. Love is patient and kind, right? Being patient, this patience is also about, letting and allowing, because we have the Magician too and the World, allowing the universe to show you the way to be patient for that love. So if you are in a situation where you're not finding love, maybe you should just let universe show you the way. It's not about, and I'm sorry, I'm going to impose my personal opinion on dating sites, websites, and such. The person that you're meant to be with will come when you get out of that belief system that it has to look, feel, and be what society deems it to be or has been. When you can understand that every way in which you love, the freer the love, the more the love. The freer we are to love the way we want from our hearts is true love. And if that, whatever that looks like to you, because for everyone it's different. For some people, that is being tied up and bound and chained, because they feel that is their, it's a conquest, right? But it's really not a conquest. True love has to come from your heart. So I can't tell you what it feels like for you. Only you can do that. And that's what this reading is about for today, and probably for the remainder of one's, it is about being free. And this freedom, that's when you know. And it's not free to say, oh, I'm free because I've been with someone for 30 years and they've been so loyal to me. But have you been loyal? Have you been trustworthy? And these chains that bind you, did you free yourself or were you freed? And if you were freed, say thank you. It may not look like it right now because we have 10 of Swords here. But say it's at some point you will say thank you to this freedom. Okay, that was pretty intense, but it's Monday. And it's a good day. All right, have a great day and be safe out there. And I send you so much love.